Okay, this will be the first of two videos that I do today. I touched yesterday on the fact of, in that tagged video, and I was talking about Fallout 3, me being into the whole FPS RPG style, and the fact that I was going to be picking up a game in October. That it'd be nice to get involved with more people in the gaming community, aside from the people that I already have on my 360 friends list and what have you. Now, I'll touch more on the second video about this whole gaming community type thing and what I'm actually trying to bring into place. For those of you that don't know, I'm actually running my own gaming business. What it'll eventually land up being is along the lines of sort of an IGN come GameSpot, but with its own touches that I've seen in other things, plus a few bits of my own. I'm not going to go into detail on this video though. I want to try and get some discussion going. This time of year you've got all the gaming publishers and developers all looking towards the Christmas market, so you tend to get between sort of September and usually very early part of December more AAA titles coming out. You get franchises that release a game a year, like your EA games and like your SmackDown versus Raw, stuff like that. It'll all tend to come out in this time period, all looking to get that sort of Christmas #1 spot, or just to sell more games for the fact of it being Christmas. What I'd like to know is what you guys are actually looking forward to. I know this is more onto the next gen gamers out there than like your retro gamers, but there's a lot. I'm not sure obviously on PS3, so I don't pay much attention to it at the moment. But if you're a Wii gamer or a PS3, please don't be put off by the fact that I'm going to be talking about 360 games in this video. By all means get involved. It'd be nice to know exactly what it is that's coming out that you're interested in. For me, there's 6 games coming out over the next 3 months that I'll definitely be picking up. First one comes out this month, Dead Rising 2. I know the first one got sort of a mixed reaction. A lot of people found it too hard to do certain things. A lot of people got bored just basically running around doing nothing. From what I've seen of Dead Rising 2, it does look like they've really pushed things forward, and I read something on the lines of it was either 1,000 or 7,000, probably 1,000 zombies can be on screen at one time, basically all with their individual bits and pieces and what have you, and it doesn't sort of drop your frame rate or anything like that. What I'd like to see happen with that game, although I haven't heard anything so I'm not holding out any hopes, is the fact of it having a co-op element. Now what I've noticed, especially over the last 12 months with the whole online gaming on consoles becoming more and more popular, the fact of you're seeming to get more, and it's a really good way of doing things, you're getting more of the whole sort of co-op gaming as opposed to just the multiplayer going up against each other in death matches, capture the flag, all the usual crap. Don't get me wrong, I've got nothing against those, but online gaming really needs to be pushed forward, and it's stuff along those lines with the whole co-op. The fact that you don't have to be in the same room as someone to do the whole co-op thing. I'm really pleased with the way it's going. Granted, some games haven't done it as well as others. I mean, Fable 2, perfect example. While I love that game, while I love the fact that you can play with someone over Xbox Live, the cameras are absolute shit. It'd be nice to have sort of where you got Crackdown, where you got your own screens and you don't have to worry about the camera fixing on 2 people. If they would have done that in Fable 2, it would have been brilliant, because obviously you've got that sort of distance, invisible walls, when the fact that you get too far away from the person you're playing with. Moving on to October, for those of you that know me for any length of time, you know I'm not exactly a big fan of EA. Despite the fact of me not being a fan of EA, there is a sports title that I'm at least interested in seeing what's done with it. Now, I always used to be a Pro Evo fan, but they didn't I mean, obviously I know they're restricted with licensing because EA buy out every bloody sports license going, but the actual gameplay mechanics hasn't really changed over the years. I know they're introducing things for this one, but last year FIFA well and truly overtook, in my mind anyway. I know there's going to be a lot of Konami fanboys that basically argue that point, but as far as I'm concerned, FIFA 09 was, even with its problems, was a better game than Pro Evo was last year. And I'll be interested to see exactly how good FIFA 10 is, whether they're keeping things along the same sort of lines as they did last year, or whether they're improving it again. One thing that I have noticed, I've not seen any mention in preview stuff along the lines of Ultimate Team Mode being a packaged part of FIFA 10, so I've got a nasty feeling that EA are going to be trying to rinse us for even more money by basically having that as downloadable content.